What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon / Hexagon challenge. It's final day once again. Bay Olympic versus Auckland City, repeat of last year's final, and hopefully this time it will be different. Of course, Auckland City are the reigning champions, not just for last year, but for the last 7 years in the Champions League. Of course, they've won the Premiership several times. And speaking of the Premiership, we are now tied with Canterbury United on points. We need to defeat them in the final league match, which just so happens to be in between our two Champions League finals. But we'll worry about that at a later time. Right now, that's not the focus. The focus is winning the Champions League, and more specifically, starting off on the right foot by winning in the first match, which we have at home. We are going to be taking on a team that is running a 4-5-1, so you know what? I'm saying F it, and we're going to go with a 4-3-3. With my three top goal scorers sitting up front in Rob Heenan, Andrew Blake, and James McGarry. Hopefully that strike force will lead to something great, but at the same time it could also lead to something stupid, especially leaving us vulnerable in the back. I hope that Paul Buru, Dan Morgan, Reese Jordan in the middle can play to their utmost ability, and then the back four of Craig Wiley, Phil Edgington, Sam Welburn, and Adam Thomas hold down the fort as much as possible. And Roy Bell, actually I'm not going to put Roy Bell in there, I'm going to put in Liam Anderson. Hopefully they can do something. I'm going to throw those on. I'm not going to push higher up. I'm not going to be more expressive. Work the ball into the box, exploit the middle, just do something, do anything to get this team off on the right foot. And I'm not going to lie, when I see this right here, it says we're the favorites. Excuse me? Papers say that Auckland City are going to win this handily. Hopefully not. Hopefully it would come our way with a draw. If not a very, very slim loss, like maybe a 1-0 loss, a 2-1 loss, just so we can have something going forward into the second match. And taking a look at the rules before I started this, there are no away goals counted. It's basically, whoever wins is the one who has the most goals. Doesn't matter if you score 3 away and the opponent scored 1. If it all comes down tied in the end, it's going to go straight to extra time. So tell the boys that first leg win will do us a world of good. So go out there and get the win, while at the same time believing in everybody's abilities. So let's go out there. Let's do this. Bay Olympic in the home green, Auckland City in the away white. Let's try and get as many attacking chances as possible. Here we go with a throw-in the 9th minute. Reese Jordan, Sam Welburn playing around the middle. Come on, we need to push higher up. More direct passing. And hopefully we can play out some speed. Of course, we don't have all the speed that Auckland City have, and we may hit them on a break here. If we can once again find the space. Over the top. It's a penalty. Foul in the box. And Bay Olympic have a chance to go 1-0 up with who's taking our penalty? Rob Heenan, of course, our leading goal scorer. Let's see if he can crack it home. Come on, Rob. Put us up. Oh, he shoots it right at the keeper. He shot it directly down the middle. The keeper wasn't moving. That was a weak attempt, man. You gotta do a lot better than that. Over the top. Oh, McGarry picks up the spill. He gets it! Yes! Shot it right at the keeper once again, rebounded, and then takes a shot right at the net. That's a goal. 1-0 Bay Olympic. Keep up the pressure, boys. Don't concede here. Please don't. Clear it out. Stop playing around the middle. Oh, no! Oh, no! Good save by Liam Anderson, but what was the defense doing there? Oi! Concentrate, you. And here come Auckland City again, getting another free kick in the box. That's a... Oh, good save. Get up, Liam. Good tackle. Good block. Great clearance. Can we hit them on the counter? Maybe not. See, this is good right now. We're 1-0 up. I do worry about... Oh, that's something I do need to worry about. Andrew Blake is now injured. The question is, do I want to put Willie Graham up there and keep my 4-3-3, or should I drop back to a 4-4-2 and hope that, you know, we can keep this run of form up? You know what? I'll do that. I'll put Dale Hyam in on the right, and everyone else looks pretty good here. So we're going to play with the 4-4-2 now. Be more expressive. No higher tempo. Don't push higher up. Don't play wider. Stay on feet. Yeah, just get rid of all those instructions I normally have. So here we go. Andrew Blake's out. Dale Hyam's in. We're dropping back to a 4-4-2. Hopefully we can, you know, contain the attack of Auckland City now, since they're playing a 4-5-1. Though their wingers do act as attacking wingers, so they could push up and make it a 3-4-3, or sorry, a 4-4-3. 4-4-3. 4-3-3. Gendo doesn't know what he's talking about today, because Gendo's a little tired. But right now, 1-0. I am kind of pleased. But Rob Heenan definitely needs to work on his finishing today. And James McGarry's doing extremely well. So let's go back out there. Let's crack on. Try and contain. If we can't score another goal, at least contain it. And hope that Auckland City don't score a goal themselves. And they may actually do it right here. Coming on the attack quickly. Good stop, I understand. Or good stop. Clear it, clear it. Oh. Danger in the box. Extreme danger in the box. And actually, we're keeping up with Auckland City. We actually had 12 shots taken to their 11. And we need to, once again, learn how to control the ball. Control possession. That's across the box. Clear it out. There we go. Hit him on the counter. McGarry. Thomas. Hyam. I think I've said before, actually, more direct passing. At least get the ball forward. Dale Hyam. Can you put it inside to McGarry? Oh, that would have been nice to have two. Would have been really nice to have two. Is there a throw ball forward? At least. Maybe not hit early crosses. But, no, I guess more direct passing will do. Flows hog down. We have a corner here. Trying to get something, and Reese Thomas trying to pick out Dale Hyam. Heenan! Oh, and he was offside. He has not played well at all today. I'm thinking about taking him off. Yeah, in fact, that's what I'll do. We're going to put in Willie Graham for Heenan. And I'm thinking about taking out Phil Edgington as well. Yeah, we'll put in... Hello. Come on. Tim Schaefer's for Phil Edgington. That'll be our final sub. We'll just play out the rest of these last 23 minutes. As Auckland City are just passing us off the park now, just trying to find space. I may... Oh, and there it is. There's the equalizer. 1-1. Steve Leo Bellick, the superb striker for Auckland City. In fact, I have made several attempts to try and close him down. Here we go. Attacking chance. Paul Brew finding space on the wing. Come on, just throw a cross in. Dale Hyam, deep ball in. Can't find anyone. Reese Jordan plays it out to the left to Morgan. Can't find anyone in there either. What kind of crosses are we doing? Yeah, throw them in. Come on, man. Guru. Was he onside? He was onside and just completely flat out missed it. All right, well, looks like it's going to be 1-1 going into the second leg. And I couldn't have asked for anything better, honestly. Like I said, I wanted to at least play for a draw. And having that lead for, I believe we had for 60 minutes, close to it. Having that 1-0 lead was very inspiring. And I think at the very end of the day, 1-1 draw, it's essentially like starting the match over. You know, nobody has the advantage. It all is going to come down to this final leg. So, with that in mind, I'm going to play out that one last league match, and then I will see you back here for the second leg of the Champions League final. Alright guys, we're back, and here we are for the second leg of what is already turning out to be a very intense Champions League final. But before we get into that, let's take a look at how we did against Team Wellington in our final league match. We did demolish them 4-0. Unfortunately, Canterbury United also won their final match, so they get the Champions League spot over us. I don't understand this at all, because maybe they're going it on, you know, matches won next instead of goal difference, because we clearly have the better goal difference over them by a plus 20 margin. It must have been because of, you know, we won one less than Canterbury. So they get the Champions League spot. Hopefully, if we win today, we don't have to worry about that, or at least I don't have to worry about that, because I'll be moving on somewhere else. So let's get on with it. They're going to be playing a little more attacking, 4-5-1, and I'm going to be tinkering with a formation I'd like to call the figure 8. And that is playing 2 center defenders, 2 inverted wingbacks who can easily transition between attacking and defending roles, although they will play a little more defense. The 2 midfielders, 2 inside forwards, because I don't like the wing play that I see coming out of Auckland City, so I want to try and move it inside, move the ball inside. Plus, having 2 more attackers can definitely overrun their defense. And, of course, the 2 strikers up front. We're going to have Liam Anderson in net, the 2 center backs of Sam Welburn and Phil Edgington, the wing backs of Adam Thomas, Craig Wiley. The 2 midfielders will be Dan Morgan and Reese Jordan. The 2 inside forwards will be Joel Stevens and Clayton Lewis. And, of course, the 2 strikers up front will be Rob Heenan and James McGarry. I used this formation. Actually, I tested it out against Team Wellington. Of course, you saw that, the 4-0 demolishing. Hopefully, that'll translate to success here today. Auckland City are favored to win this one, as you can see by the papers and by the match odds. Hopefully, we can turn it around and prove them wrong. Definitely do everything you can to stop Steve Leo Welbeck. Seguera and Abdil Adib will definitely be throwing the ball in at him, making sure that everything we do is all for naught. And I'm going to throw a lot of these out the window. Stay on feet. That should be good. Alright, boys, pick up exactly where you left off from Team Wellington. You're using the same formation. Hopefully, that can lead to some same success. And here we go. Second leg of the Champions League final. We are in the away whites. Auckland City are in their home blues, and right away they're coming in with an attacking chance. Good save by Anderson. He's trying to get a cheeky goal from the wing there. We just need to... Okay, it shouldn't be a counter. It should be a control formation. Oh, Wiley misses the header. Cleared out. There you go. Heenan to McGarry. Get it up to the wing. Lewis coming inside. Oh, and then gets easily dispossessed. Auckland City coming away. Getting the crossing. And there it is. 1-0 to Auckland City right off the bat. 2 minutes in. Maybe I should be throwing a little more direct passing up in there. That's what we did last time. And everything is going so fast. Here come Auckland City again on the attack, trying to find space. They found space. I think he was offside, though. Yes, he was. Alright, let's encourage the boys. Push forward. We need to try and get a goal. We need to find a goal here. Sam Welburn has picked up a knock. Free kick on the edge of the box from McGarry. Gets a ball over the top to Heenan and kicks it right at the keeper. And Auckland City cleared away. Not a great set there. We're doing just fine, really. Well, hopefully Sam Welburn's injury isn't too harsh. But just to be on the safe side, I am going to sub him out. We're going to bring on Josh Morrison. There you go. Alright, so we start second half 1-0 down. Hopefully we can turn in some sort of attack here. There you go. Reese Jordan plays to Clayton Lewis, who's coming inside, trying to find space. Can't. To Morgan. Heenan. Turn and shoot, son. Turns to McGarry, to Lewis, back to McGarry, into Heenan, and there's the equalizer. 1-1. Great strike, great passing to set that strike up. And it is 1-1. Bay Olympic and Auckland City. Now we just need to find a second. Otherwise, we're going to extra time. Oh, and here we go. Attacking chance. Throw in. Gets the cross into Wiley, to Lewis, to McGarry, and there it is. There it is. It's 2-1 Bay Olympic. Alright, boys. Concentrate. With 20 minutes left, can we hold them down? 2-1 Bay Olympic. Oh, and they're good. Here's a highlight right at the kickoff. Right at the restart. Auckland City trying to find some space. We cut that out. Oh, can we pressure them? No. We're trying to cut out any long ball they shoot forward. Oh, geez, that's a deep ball. That's a big, deep ball. Come on, are you fucking serious? Okay, he was offside. I was like, geez, really? You really let them go from the off. Okay, now we need to really start thinking about this. With 10 minutes to go, I'm going to go back to my original formation of the 4-4-2. Just dropping everyone back into their more natural positions, natural roles, just to try and preserve this. We're going to bring on Tim Schaefers for Phil Edgington since he's getting a little tired. And I really just want to get rid of my entire defensive line. And Sam Cronin's coming in as well. Just refresh everyone on the back line, and hopefully, in the last 10 minutes, they can get a stop. Actually, I should have switched to a little more defensive tactics. Hopefully we can switch it soon. Still highlights playing in the background. Okay, defensive. Get men back. Lower tempo. Play narrower. Drop deeper. Retain possession. Shorter passing. Don't exploit the flanks. Alright, 10 minutes. Can we hold them down? This could be big. This could be big for us. Oh, and time is flying by. Time has absolutely flown by. We could get the win here. Auckland City trying to make one last gasp attempt, and there it is. There it is. We've done it. We've done it, boys. Auckland City have won the Oceanic Champions League. After narrowly missing out on it last season, we turned it around after the 1-1 draw at home and managed a 2-1 victory away from home to clinch the Oceanic Champions League. Get in, boys. Well done. I'm absolutely ecstatic about you. Great results all around. Look at that. 19 shots to 9. 7 on target to 4. We made 2 of them count. Absolutely proud of my boys. Absolutely ecstatic that we were able to pull a 2-1 victory at home. Or a 1-1 tie at home and a 2-1 victory away. And there it is. There's your confirmation. Bay Olympic have broken the streak of Auckland City's runs to win the Oceanic Champions League. Absolutely amazing, boys. And we only get £48,000 for it, but But you know what? I don't really care. Board is happy. I'm happy. But everybody's happy. But as the challenge goes, as soon as I won this Champions League, it's time for me to resign. It was fun. It really was. But now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. So I'm going to remove New Zealand. Maybe not remove New Zealand, because I could scout Auckland City's players. I could bring Rob Heenan, maybe James McGarry, Andrew Blake along with me wherever I go, especially if it's Australia. I mean, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. But these are all the other nations that I have loaded. So you see a lot of South American teams, or South American leagues: Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Uruguay. I have USA and Mexico in there if I want to go there. Of course, Australia for the AFC Championship, along with China and South Korea. And as far as Africa is concerned, we of course have South Africa and Egypt. Plenty to choose from, plenty of applications that I'm going to be doing really soon. But that's really great. I'm so happy right now that I was able to get this Champions League victory. So until next time, if you liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to be notified of any new videos, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to make a comment, leave a suggestion, whatnot, do it in the comment box below. But until next time, this is Gendo. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.